What's good, everybody? Welcome to the irony of gaming. And today we're going to be continuing on with No, I'm Not a Human. So, the last episode was pretty crazy. So we had some really unexpected surprises happen, right? So, remember the thug guy, right? So last episode, I didn't trust him, and I brought a gun out on him, right? So I was like, you know what, we're gonna have to kill this guy because he was talking crazy. He was talking like really crazy. So I was like, listen, bro, you're not gonna take control of this house. I'm in control. Dude was like, nah, I'm gonna, if you're not strong enough, I'm gonna take it myself. And he was saying all this weird stuff. And I'm like, bro, like you sound pretty weird. So I'm gonna have to get rid of you. So what came to my surprise was he ended up he was packing heat as well. So he brought out a pistol out on me and started pointing the gun at me. He's like, yo, I got the iron too, right? But here's the one thing, right? So there was a homeless guy that showed up at one point. He had told me that a visitor ended up grabbing one of his guns or wrestled the gun away from him and tried to shoot him and all that stuff. So I was like, oh, so visitors are capable of using guns. So I was like, you know what? In a way, he checked off another red flag. So clearly, I had the faster trigger finger here. So, yeah, he's no more. But guess what? He did turn out to be a visitor because he had glowing eyes when I took a picture of it. That's just weird. Which also tells you too that the what is it? Whatever they said on the news about the aura having to be like dark spots and whatnot, they weren't telling the whole truth because there were other factors that you had to look into as well. So I'm guessing if their aura is just too unusual, like those glowing eyes and whatnot, we definitely have to take action, and possibly there's possibly a good chance that they are a visitor. So, yeah, looks like we called that. And we did have to bring in a few more people and whatnot. And we were like facing like we came into like some cult or something, right? So we had to bring these cult people in here, but honestly, I didn't want to bring them in there, but this guy said he was gonna burn my house down, so I decided to bring them in there. But also too, I was running low on people, and they ended up taking the one dude that I was suspicious of. I don't even know if he was a visitor or not. He probably wasn't, but he wasn't trying to get caught by FEMA, and FEMA ended up catching him. So they ended up taking him away. The FEMA is starting to act a little weird, very strange. I don't trust them at all. It kind of seems like we're facing FEMA and the visitors at the same time. Something just doesn't seem right because they're saying that if you go to the quarantine zone, that a bunch of people is going to, you just don't come back. Now this guy here, we gotta give him a beer, right? And I think, like, I don't want to. I don't want to suspect like too much that if he is a visitor or not, but he might be. So we are gonna have to test him. Now, I don't quite remember what I did do, if I did test him or not. So, this will probably have to be like an original, what is it? Probably have to be like one of those things where I gotta do it again. But we'll see. But did I talk to him on this? So how'd you get here? He said, I'll tell you, but get me a beer first. Okay, I am curious though, because I want to see if it'll end my turn or not. Because I mean, giving him a beer doesn't mean that I'm taking the beer, and if it does, then that would suck. I'll give him a beer. Appreciate it, son. All right, so what happens next? What did he do? So somebody ended up finding you, right? So the fella ran off, and I stayed in the cabin. But then I done ran out of firewood. Had to go out and grab some. Picked up a bundle, came back, and my rifle was gone. That rattled me. It did. I tore the whole darn place apart. But it weren't nowhere to be found. Okay? That's when I saw him outside the window. That same fella from before. He had my rifle. But he changed. Taller, skin sagging, naked as a babe, save a pair of pants. Really? So he was wearing someone's skin? He took the gun in both hands and snapped like it weren't nothing. He snapped it like it weren't nothing then kindling. He snapped it in two? Is this that pale visitor? Then he just stood there, staring, like he was waiting for me to blink, for a chance to snap my neck. But he didn't. He just kept watching, like we were in some twisted staring contest. And then, dawn broke, and the varmint just vanished. That's when it hit me. Staying out there alone, without a gun, that's one-way trip to hell, son. Well, it seems like the gun doesn't really matter against that particular visitor, considering how he just took down multiple military-grade people, or heavily armed individuals. It's absolutely crazy. That's a one-way trip to hell, right? So I was up and out of there. Took off before the sun done finished rising. That's how I ended up here. I just hope you get the chance to pull the trigger, kid. Who knows? Maybe bullets work. I highly doubt the bullets would work against that type of visitor. So, he's probably not gonna tell me, but... Oh, I can tell him that? Yeah, I don't think he can be killed by normal means. He wiped out an entire squad. Damn. The whole squad couldn't take him down. We ain't got a rat's chance. If he wants, he'll tear through this whole darn place like shot through a dough. You know? I ain't scared of much, but that pale son of a gun, he scares me, son. I know what you mean. So how did it end? Oh, it looks like the conversation's over. Okay, so he's probably not gonna say anything more. I'm really suspecting her because it does seem like a visitor can become a child as well. So, I mean, she kind of is, what's it called? She kind of is like, you know, she's checking off red flags. She really is, because her memory is all jumbled up. She doesn't exactly know what was going on. She claims that her father got knocked down, claiming that he was dead, that he rose up again and then walked away. She thinks that he's looking for her, but I mean, if he was, he would come here. He would remember that if it really was him. So I don't know what's going on with this right here. I'm thinking, like, you know, it is possible that, you know, the brain could be all jumbled up out of shock and grief because she did lose her father. But I don't know. Like, it's very odd, you know? Hold on one second. I want to check this. All right. But I was like, I don't know. It's very suspicious. I probably will check her aura eventually. I do want to get the coffee though, so I can get 4, so I can start what's it called? Getting more people and whatnot. The cat though. Did I feed the cat? I don't think I fed the cat. There we go. has shared one of his lies with you. Okay. All right. So I think that was the second one that I ended up using. But let's see if we can order some more stuff, because I think that you have to use up your you got to use up the supplies in order to be able to order more. But let's see what happens. Oh, we can't do anything though due to unexpected demand. Unexpected demand. I think we are going to take a risk though, because we have to get that coffee. We do need to do that. It's very important that we get that. Okay, so we got 3, right? I'm going to assume. I'm going to safely assume that these people here are not, going to like, these people are not visitors. I'm hoping that they're not. But this guy, we gotta check this guy. Hey, buddy, what's your mind? Because he gets into a conversation and then he just stops talking for a second, which is very weird. So you look down today. I don't want to go there. What you talking about, bro? Look, I really don't want to talk about it, okay? I kind of want to push this. Okay, I won't push, but I am gonna test you. Cheers, buddy. I ain't feeling too great is all. Why are you not feeling great though? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna test you. Me? Sure thing, buddy. Got nothing to hide, and no reason to eat neither. All right. I wonder, did I check his ear? I don't think I did. I think what ended up happening was I ended up checking the, what's it called? What's that guy called? The Marine guy. I think I ended up checking him at one point. Because I do remember checking his aura. I did check his aura, and his brain was glowing, like radioactive, which is which is really weird. But I think what did I do last time? I either checked his ears or I checked his teeth. You know what? Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay. I was right on the one thing. I did check his aura, and I did check his what's it called? I checked his ears. He didn't seem to break anything on here, but I do want to check. Here's what's gonna happen, right? I'm gonna try and trick him a little bit. Oh wait, but I did take his photo. I should have checked his eyes right after I did that, because the flash of the eyes can irritate the visitor's eyes, because it's not used to all that stuff. That's probably what I should have done. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna check. Let's check his eyes. Oh no. Oh, his eyes are irritated. Oh boy. Alright. You failed the test. Plain, brown. Just like half the world's population. No mystery there, but yeah, I don't think so, bro. Like, your eyes are irritated. Alright, so that's one flag that you just rose up. So I gotta test you again, bro. I could check your teeth. So we know your eyes are irritated. I would need to check your armpits and the hands, but let's check your teeth. Yep, take a look. It's broken, but oh man, dude. He's got perfect white teeth though. Like they're perfectly white. How could your teeth be broken like that? And then it's white like that as well. I not sure unless he got into a really big fight or he was chomping down on somebody. I'm suspecting this guy. See? Half of them are picture perfect, all clean and white. The rest, well, let's just say some of that half didn't keep up so easy. That's life, buddy. It ain't always kind. You're telling me. You know what? Because I want to test that other guy that's in there too, but hey, I got bad vibes about this guy. I got real bad vibes about him. I'm gonna test you again. Show me your hands. What? What happened to your hands? Is that a little bit of dirt in his middle finger? Yeah, he's done something suspicious. Big guns, eh? Hands made for kneading dough or building a house. And here I am just popping bottles and smashing stuff. That's life for you. I'm gonna give him the slip. I think he is a visitor. Something just doesn't seem right. I am gonna give him a slip. Here, take the slip. What's that? Fine, I'll take it. And I did feed the cat. So in case if he is a visitor, he's not gonna be able to kill anybody. The only one that I'm suspecting now is the little girl and this guy. What a world. What now? Isn't it obvious? We've yet to finalize our appropriate rental agreement. God. Okay. How do I do that exactly? Do you mean to tell me you don't even have the requisite paperworks on hand? Bro, it's an apocalypse. Where am I gonna get that? Then I suggest you find an Atari and procure them. Honestly, are you kidding? Where am I supposed to find an Atari then? An Atari now? You do know how to use a map, don't you? This isn't complicated. And again, must insist you use sir and address me with due respect. Bro, how about this? Sir, you can get the hell up out of here. How about that? Whatever you say. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? You can at least pretend to be cooperative. Bro, you're just terrible. I don't think she wants to talk to me. Oh, you want your mom? You need to accept what happened. Look, I don't want to talk to you. How much beer I got? Okay, that's fine. Wait. Alright. I think that might be everything we need to do. The girl's friend is dead. The neighbor is gone. You know, I do wonder though. Like, what would happen if I tried to call? What would happen if I tried to call the neighbor like this? Okay, that didn't work at all. Okay, so I'm not sure who else to call though, so alright, we might as well see what's gonna happen. The cat's gonna keep us safe for now. We might need to save eventually at this point, just in case. Got a bad feeling about something, but we'll see what happens. There's no news here, right? Yeah, there's no news. Okay. Oh, right. We gotta look through the windows. Alright, let's see what happens. The whole group is dead. Hungry days. Ooh, hungry dogs tear at their remains. It's like they all got killed. Spent shells are scattered near the bodies. The hunter must have killed them and took trophies, bruh. The madness of this world has gone too far. I don't even think that they were visitors or not. But if they were all visitors, man, oh man, that would have been something. That would be crazy. Cultists pile firewood into a huge heap. What the fuck? Are they planning to burn something? Their mad plan will likely reveal itself soon. But until then, how many innocent lives will be lost to their cause? On the road stands a crazed man. He holds a gas can and a Molotov cocktail. Is he planning to burn down the whole village? Does he not know these people are in quarantine? No way. Is he gonna do it? Yo, this world has lost its marbles. Yo, I'm coming to the door. Oh boy. Ooh, this is just in time actually. This is really good. I'm glad they did show up here because they could take that guy. We need more people. It's the only way to avoid a catastrophe. What catastrophe? A fucking major one. The authorities can't contain the outbreak. They're ready to blow up the entire city. Well, that's not good. The orders they expect us to adhere us are impossible. If we don't figure out a way to survive, someone else will decide for us. The fuck is the point of your agency if nothing you're doing is working? Yeah, that is true. But you know what? I want to see if I can pry some more information out of them. So, what's it going to take to fix all this? 2 more people, bruh. We're not taking everyone you have in there, just 2. Then we either find a way to eradicate the visitors, or we never meet again. Wait, then we either find a way to eradicate the visitors, or we never meet again. Oh, so this must be the last 2 people, is it? Alright, fine. Good. I never want to see you again. The feeling is mutual. No! No! Oh, that's not good. That's all. Have a nice night. Let us not waste time. How fare my flock? Yeah, they're still alive. Thank you for all you've done. I'm sure you are tired too, of all the noise, these oppressive times, the confusion. Death spoke to me not long ago. She hopes to meet you when the time comes. She may offer you a place to hide from everything, even from the end itself. I'm not sure myself what that means yet, but it does sound tempting, yes? I got a bad feeling about this. Did he just... Oh boy, this guy... I'm back. Tried to find that someone I mentioned. No luck. But I went through a few houses. This place is crawling with visitors. Did FEMA give up on this town? Or just this block? How do you spot a visitor? No, I'm gonna ask him. So, what if they only show 1 or 2 signs? Then you enact justice as swift as possible. Visitors feed on the weakness of the soft-hearted. That's how people get killed in their own homes. Okay, so he is kind of thinking the same way that I was thinking, where if you have if you fail 2 tests, you pretty much might have to die. Or it's a given fact. And so far, we ended up carrying out this method, and it's been working so far. That's how people get killed in their own homes. Since I'm here, tell me, do you know a stocky guy who wears a blue denim jacket? Oh. Yeah, he died. He's got a kid, little girl. Not sure how. Oh no! No! He took them! His wife, well, fuck the wife. His house burned down. Haven't seen him since. Only the girl made it out. Your guy's dead. Show me you're not one of them. Any part of you will do. You got a gun? Fuck if I care. We'll both go down shooting then. I'll show you my hands. Clean. Yeah. A fucking course they're clean. Let me tell you something here. Here's a tip. The ones who look normal, they're always the first to turn. I haven't got time for this bullshit. I'll test you properly next time. Dude, they took the kid, man. That was his brother. Oh, that sucks, man. Good afternoon. You're watching the news. The situation in the city remains unstable, and recent lockdowns still remains in place. However, a new threat has emerged. Members of the cult have been sighted on the outskirts of the city. Some suggest that they may be preparing a ritual which appears to involve open flames. FEMA believes this group may have been directly involved in the recent attacks on quarantine zones. Unfortunately, due to ongoing situations, neither FEMA nor the military can spare a dedicated task force at this time. If any cult members approach your home, call the FEMA hotline immediately on 000. Really? To assist in this horrible times, the agency has also announced a new identifying sign: fungal growth in the underarms area. As always, stay where you are and await further instructions. Fungal growth? So you have to be like sweating? That's the latest for now. Up next, an update on conditions at the poles. The sun strikes yet again. Scientists have released troubling new projections on their global climate. If the current heat wave does not subside, meltwaters from the polar ice caps may lead to catastrophic flooding. Researchers continue to investigate the cause of the ongoing climate anomaly, but no answers so far. That's all for now. Stay tuned for updates. Well, that's not good. So we're gonna go get coffee. Alright, let's check this. They should have burned the bodies. It dries. If they remains, it wouldn't have come. If they hadn't have burned the remains. What does it all mean? We're gonna have to get some people, man. Okay, these cult people are still here. Why? Who are you? Lost souls, just like the countless others who talk this blighted earth. We yearn for peace, for stillness, external, and we have found the path to her, death. Why do they tremble before her? Isn't it truly the unknown they fear, or the lashings of the dogma burned into their souls? For millennia we crawled at the veil, seeking life's meaning, and lo, its answer was laughably simple. Death is our purpose, and we are her followers. Okay. You look scared. Are you afraid? You're observant, homeowner. Unlike your brothers in faith, I still struggle with fear. Doubt torments me. What lies beyond life? What does it feel like? Our mentor teaches us it's neither heaven nor hell, that it's something else, but I can't seem to grasp it. If even he doesn't fully understand death, will we ever truly understand her? What if reaching her isn't enough? What if she is truly beyond comprehension entirely? But I dare not question our mentor's will. For in his eyes, I see confidence and understanding. He asks us to embrace faith and steel our resolve, to be ready. Only then can we cross the rivers of dead and the mountains of bones and reach her, death. Listen, your mentor is probably a nutcase, okay? Most likely he's a nutcase. If you have doubts, then that means you're smart. You should, leave? Let's see what this lady has to say. Where are you heading? To the land of the outsiders. Human life isn't eternal. We are merely guests on the earth. We came once, and lo we shall leave. The outsiders must take this land next, settle here. Their arrival is not random, summoned by the same call that draws us away. Death summoned them here. Bro, I gotta get rid of these people, bro. Look at this guy right here. What a world. Can't you just let this go? Absolutely not. You're legally required to finalize the rental agreement. But I've got nothing to finalize it. God. I've got nothing to finalize it with. Unfortunate. I fear this might constitute a violation of Article 131. Do you ever get tired of quoting laws? And no, I'm not tired of referring to the law or the Constitution. I know my rights. Just because you choose to be ignorant doesn't mean no one else is entitled to them. This is ridiculous. And might I remind you, you're to address me properly from now on. Honestly, when will you learn? Bro, you're just a weirdo, man. I want to talk to him again. Stay sharp. Alright, so how did it end? Oh, you don't want to talk anymore? Okay. I think he's cool. But we are going to test him. But before I do that, we are going to snitch. Okay? Because I didn't want these people in the house to begin with. So we're going to snitch. We're going to call FEMA. 451. Will they even let me do that? Bro, what? Oh, come on, man. You know that this is a cult. They even said it. So why can't I, like, tell FEMA? What am I supposed to do with their ears? Ears? Wait. Let me consult with the management. And I'll get back to you. Please state your question. What am I supposed to do with their ears? What? Why aren't you answering this question? Ooh, you guys don't even know. That's very suspicious. Very suspicious. Alright, I'm done. We're not talking with them. You guys are weirdos. Yeah, we're gonna call the rest, and we're gonna see what we can get right here, because I gotta get more coffee. The rest food delivery. Would you like to place an order? Yes. Oh, right here. 1 can of coffee, please. Alright. Oh, man, I cannot believe they just took the kid, man. I had to get these cult people out of my house. Okay, now, here's the thing, though. If the visitor was just staring at him, and he just, like, shouldn't he, like, kill him when he's alone? So that's another thing. And I'm gonna test you, because you're just annoying. Been watching TV, have we? Bought into the whole visitors thing, have we? Fine. Do your tests. But I know my rights. Yeah, you said that the first time. I'm gonna check your aura. Want me to say cheese for you? Cheese for you too, huh? I'm sure it'll prove something. Yeah, I'm sure too. I don't know about you, but that looks ominous as hell. Show me your eyes. And what are you hoping to find, though? What are you hoping to find there? An evil stare? Well, I mean, your aura is already evil. Yellow. I guess it's fine. Well, found anything? No, I didn't. You know what? As annoying as he is, I don't know. He might be human. But that aura, I don't know about that aura. I need to test you. What do you want to check? I want to check your photo. No siree. I don't like being photographed. The flash reminds me of thunder. It sets me on edge. Nope, I ain't doing it. What do you mean you ain't doing it? Oh man, you gonna make me do this, huh? You gonna make me do this. He said flashes will give him PTSD. So here's the thing though, right? Okay. So let's say he does have it. So if you had your gun and you was going to fire the gun, wouldn't that create some type of I'm guessing like whatever gun he had, wouldn't it create some type of flash or something? Especially if you're gonna fire it within the dark. So wouldn't that technically screw him up too? Unless, does that probably explain why he was like, oh, I'm armed, and he was like hesitant to pull the trigger? I don't trust him. He's kind of lying. He could be lying. Okay. He's on my radar though. I'm gonna have to do something about this. Now, if somebody does die, I am going to assume it's one of these two. I mean, it could be the cult members too, because I haven't tested them, but I don't know. Especially since you could check all three of them. I think we are in a really tough spot. We may have to save. Honestly. Do I have any more cat food? No, I don't have any more cat food. Oh boy. We are in a tough spot. Alright, let's see what happens. We do have to bring in more people, though. See, because technically I'm kind of considering them to be, like, as one individual. But maybe they're not. But if they, let's say on the count that they are, because I assume this because they ended up, you know, they ended up replacing one person who was on that couch. So no, he wasn't even on the couch. He was just standing there, and they ended up replacing him or something like that. Oh, man. This is gonna get crazy. I just know it. The bodies of those who are hiding in your neighbor's basement burned under the midway sun. The dogs feeding on them have fled. Scared perhaps? What if they ran not from FEMA, but from something worse? Oh boy, it's probably the visitor again. Cultists are tied up at the bonfire site. Did they decide to sacrifice themselves? The thought twists your mind. Fear of death has clouded all reason. People are willing to do the unspeakable. When this kind of madness only after a few weeks, it's terrifying to imagine what could come next. Oh, when this kind of madness happens. Only after a few weeks, it's terrifying to imagine. That is true, right? Like, it's only been a few weeks and people are going to create this nuts. Wait, was there more to this? No. Oh, hell no. Burning houses blaze bright. Screams echo in the distance. You know that madman is behind all this. Could your house be next? Will he come tomorrow? Next week? We'll likely meet that lunatic face to face. It's only a matter of time. Bro, this is crazy. I wonder if I should kill those cultists. Delivery. What happened to you? My friend got killed. He went to drop off an order and the homeowner. People have lost their fucking minds. Why the hell would that asshole think a regular delivery guy is dangerous? Why kill him? The fuck for? No way around it. Sorry. Remember when I said being a delivery guy helps me take my mind off stuff? Feels like that's not working anymore. I keep seeing tired, grim, bitter faces. Plus those endless morning checkups with FEMA staff pointing guns at us. This whole mess. I'm sick of all this shit. I just want it to be over. Alright, take your order. I'm gone. Thanks. Have a good night. Oh, shit. They told me this would be our last little chat. Everything is coming to an end. Either by our hands or your own. What do you mean? I'm just telling you what I was told. That's all. Do you feel it yet? Death creeping closer and closer. It's breathing down your necks already. Why do you keep coming here? You only just now thought to ask that? Have you considered that you were chosen? They send me for a reason. To change something. But the outcome's always the same. You'll die. If not today, then tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then later. You will disappear. But for now, have you let any of us into your home? Damn, this is a lot of choices. I got rid of anyone who didn't belong. I got rid of a few who didn't belong. got rid of anyone who didn't belong. Why so tense? Clinging to life like that. What's left that matters? You're all alone now. What's left that matters? You're all alone now. So, you alone? I'm not alone. So you are ready. Do you feel fear? Yes. Still can't take matters into your own hands. That's why I'm here. Ooh, answer the business questions for the last time. Death no longer speaks to me? So that's how the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper? Oh, but everything's just fine with you, isn't it? Your flocks are fine. Your flock are fine. Yes. All as it should be. Her gaze still rests upon us. I shan't linger. I'll be moving on now. So what's the deal? So what's the deal with this death of yours? Let me ask him that question. The day of her arrival is nigh. I can feel it, yes. It's of no consequence if we don't fully understand what we were summoned. What truly matters is this: we are all tired. Yet, the thought of eternal nothingness terrifies us. The concept of an afterlife is but a hollow dream promised by false religions. The cycle of rebirth, little more than endless torment, with short breaks between. But death herself, she might scare us from the most terrible fate of all, the void. We have no choice but to keep calling to her. Bro, this isn't a daycare. Just leave me alone. Very well. You've done enough. I shall take them with me, with gratitude regardless. As a token of our gratitude, I could offer you salvation. Join in our rite and find peace. Come, brother. Hold our hands as we march toward death. I have long waited to find peace. I am coming with you. Bruh, you could do that? If you're so eager to die, then go ahead. I'm staying here. Very well. If that is your choice, so be it. Death will claim her due. What was to be done is done. Farewell. Oh, I thought no one was home. Ooh, so that means that if I get an achievement, I spoke to the visitor one last time, right? So would that mean like I pretty much beat him in a matter of wits? I'm wondering if that's the case. Because if that is the case, right? If I suspect anybody that's a visitor, I could probably just, I mean, if I want to go the psycho route, I could just probably murder everybody in the house, and then, you know, I could be completely sure that there was nobody being a visitor. And wouldn't I win the game that way? We'll see what happens, though. Oh, I thought no one was home. It's so quiet here at night. Good evening. May I come in? Honestly, I may just play it the safe route, because there's 2 other people in the house. I mean, I technically wouldn't have to get anything else. Technically. So, you know what? I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna play it the safe route. A little bit. Just because I'm curious to see what happens. Are you looking for something? Wait, were you watching the house? What? No, don't be silly. It's simply rare for a full house to stay so silent at night. Usually you can hear some kind of drunken shouting, or crying, or screaming. Who are you? I'm a surgeon. I used to operate on sick. Our ward was always short on funding, so I often ended up handling patients with conditions outside my specialism. And now, the hospitals are gone, so I just wander and help where I can. If you let me in, I can tell you what happened to the hospitals. You know, that is interesting, and I am interested to see the lore on that, but I'm probably not gonna do it. Probably the next time I play this, if I ever run into him again, you know, yeah, I would love to listen to the lore of this. I would love to know exactly what happened to the hospitals, because like it looks like this game has so many NPCs in the game that you can meet, and I'm thinking like the purpose of that is to, you know, because I think that there's like multiple endings to this too, so there's definitely going to be a lot of replayability with this, which is pretty cool. But I'm going to tell you to leave. I understand. It's not the easiest time to trust anyone. I'll be nearby, so don't hesitate to ask for help. I'm sure. Oh, somebody's here again. Oh, so there is someone here. Mind if I come in? No. You don't, you really don't look human. Like the way where the hair is and the symbols. You're a bold one. Hey, why so rude? I haven't done anything wrong, and you can drop the judgmental look if that's what's going on here. Oh, she knew. She probably was a psychic, yo. She completely called it. I was totally judging you. Oh man, the way I look doesn't mean anything. I don't wish anyone harm, and I hope you're not the kind to judge. Listen, you do look like a visitor, I ain't gonna lie. What are you running from? What makes you think I'm running from anything? I'm not a fan of formalities. Make it easier to get to the point. Plus, I've got a feeling the cities won't be safe for long. The longer this goes on, the worse it gets. No air, more crime. Paranoia is boiling in those apartment blocks. I think we're headed for one hell of a shit show. And I'd rather not be in the front now when it starts. You know, I could understand that. I really could. But I am not going to let you in. Something just don't seem right about this. I'm used to it. And I see, and plus too, I don't think FEMA is ever gonna show up anymore, because they said that this was probably the last time that they're gonna start taking people. So yeah, I'm just not going to. Yeah, I'm just not going to really worry too much about it. Because I mean, logically speaking, right? If it was real life, and if you somehow got some sense where, I mean, considering if you want to believe what the Pale Visitor is saying, you know, if he says, oh, you know, this is the last time, I'll be moving on, blah, 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 and then they just leave, then you're just like, oh, okay. So if that's the case, and I got two other people who probably are human, why would I, you know, why would I you know, bring more people in and take the risk, you know? And the fact that the pale visitor is saying this is the last time you're talking to him, I must be at the end of the game, or very close to the end of the game. I'm used to it, and I see where you're going with this. Okay. Ooh, she's trying to tempt us, guys. Do we have a deal now? Yo, you got the shrooms. Woo! She know the deal. Alright, but here's the thing, I already got one, and I haven't even used it yet. Now that I think about it, I haven't used it once. That's pretty good. That's pretty awesome. Because I was so tempted to use it, because I wasn't sure how this was gonna end, because it kind of feels like I was in a bad position. And I might still be in a bad position. But I can't take your bribes right now. Sorry. So there's still a few houses around. Maybe someone will look past my face and act like a decent human for once. See, it wasn't your face that really made me suspicious. It's the way that your hairstyle is, and the way that it's like, I don't know, the way that your skull is kind of shaped in a way too. The hands are a bit little skinny like that as well. It kind of reminds me of the ballerina dancer who was attempting to try and be a human. But now that you mentioned the face, I mean, maybe the eyebrows is a little too stretched to the side, maybe. But you know what? That's probably not what's getting me. Is the eyes. The eyes just don't seem normal from here. I am curious to bring her in though, because I do want to know if she is a visitor or not. But I don't know. Maybe the next time I play this, because I do want to unlock all the endings to see what happens. But okay. All right, I should get moving. Yeah, you probably should. Hello, friend. Say, are you armed? Why do you want to know? Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to be rude. It's just, these are dangerous times, you know? Gotta know if you can hold your own. Take out any potential threats. Something don't seem right about this guy. Who'd judge you for killing anyone during the apocalypse? It'd be handing out speeding tickets at a racetrack, I guess. But I can hear the judge. I can hear the edge in your voice. I'd say you could pull the trigger if you had to. I bet you could, like, even strangle someone with your own bare hands. If it came to that, you know. What exactly are you trying to protect yourself from? No, wait. I'm not talking about that psycho with the rifle. I mean, like protection from the visitors and from people hunting them. These days, all it takes is one wrong look for someone to pull the trigger, you know? And me, I'm just a coward. I can't defend myself. That's why I'm hoping to find someone who can protect me. But also maybe, I mean, if you're willing, well, you could teach me how to kill. How about you teach yourself? You should leave. Ah, jeez. You're not letting me in? I guess I did sound like a bit of a weirdo, a wacko. Worse, maybe. But I swear I'm not. I'm just been on edge lately. Sorry I wasted your time. I hope I can learn to kill someday, so I can stand up for myself. That is such a weird way to say something like that. Who thought of saying that? I don't think a normal person would say that. That would, like, to me, that kind of would make me suspicious that this could be a visitor, especially if it's a visitor that's never killed before. That's just, it's very strange. Breaking news. Conditions in the city show no signs of stabilizing and the disaster continues to worsen. With glaciers melting, sea levels are rising at an alarming rate. Coastal areas across the globe, including many major cities, at risk of severe flooding. Several several lakes known to be contaminated with radiation, oh boy, have also begun to evaporate. With scientists worldwide warning that this could result in toxic rainfall. If you hear thunder, seek cover immediately to protect yourself from exposure. Unfortunately, the city continues to remain under lockdown. FEMA has not yet captured all fugitives and has now announced a new sign for identifying the visitors. Rapid pupil movements. Emergency broadcast. We interrupt this report due to the risk of an attack on our studio. Ooh, the studio's getting attacked. If you have questions about identifying the visitors, call the hotline 00451. That's 00451. End of broadcast. Dude, they ended up attacking the studio. Hello, cat. Dispatch to all FEMA units. New directive code 451 is replaced with code 955. Do not burn bodies. Apply life instead. Repeat. 451 burning to the captain that posed by the subject that contain burning the bodies. So burning the bodies contains something. So I'm guessing that burning the bodies probably is releasing a substance that's probably taking over the, like, infecting more people or going in the air this way. National Windmill Day. Okay, so we don't got anybody in the house. We got these two people here. I kind of want to, like, keep them there, but here, let me get a coffee. I gotta figure this out with this guy here. Stay sharp. Okay, so how did it end? Okay, he doesn't want to talk. I don't trust this guy right here. What a world. I'm gonna need to test you, bro. Been watching TV, blah blah blah. Yeah. I did check your photo. You look evil looking. Your eyes seem to be normal. Let me check your ears. Believe anything TV says, do we? What if they say visitors all have pubic hair? Will we need to drop our pants for our unconstitutional inspections? What the heck? I guess I'm gonna have to kill you after all. Playing doctor now, are we? Well, what's the prognosis, Dr. Clever Clogs? My diagnosis would probably be a bullet between the eyes of you. You are a visitor. Why's your ear leaking like that? Hold on 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Gotta go pick something up. Okay, so I am back. Let me check something. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, it is working. Okay. All right, guys. So I'm gonna be fair. I'm going to do one more test on him. I think he's a visitor, and one of the reasons why, too, I think he's a visitor is because number one, he didn't acknowledge it. He's like making jokes, and his ear is literally leaking. It's literally leaking like a green type of fluid, and he's not acknowledging that. Like, he's literally not acknowledging any of this. That's really weird. Not only that, but he's talking about all these rights and all this stuff, and it's almost as if he's not acknowledging the apocalypse that's happening right now. And he's even trying to persuade me to go outside to try and look from this paperwork, knowing well that there's a visitor out there that's killing people at night, especially if you're by yourself. This is crazy. And his aura is looking weird. I'm not too sure on the aura part, but the ears, that's definitely an anomaly. Nothing should be coming out of his ears at all. So he pretty much failed 2 tests, but I'm gonna be he failed 1.5. So we're gonna test him again. I'm gonna test you again, and I'm gonna check your teeth. Maybe you'd like to see if there are any leftovers. You could scavenge while they're in there. Yeah, he's dead. I'm killing him, guys. I'm gonna kill him. Yeah, you're dead. Well, happy now? Are we? Or are you going to commit premeditated murder because I brushed my teeth? Bro, it's not even about the teeth. Your ears were leaking green stuff and you didn't acknowledge it at all, bro. You didn't acknowledge it at all. Green slime is coming out of your ears, bro. You said nothing about that. I'm not even gonna give you a next test. You failed. To me, you failed all 3. There's no doubt in my mind. You are a visitor, bro. Start talking. Well, actually, I wouldn't expect anything less from you. Why not? You've already broken every law. Might as well add brush tooth murder to the list. No, it's not brush tooth murder. It's the fact that your ears are leaking. The fact that you're not really acknowledging of what's happening out here. And it seems like you're trying to get me killed with all these other plans. I don't trust you at all. And it seems like you're trying to use this whole Constitution stuff, thinking that it's gonna fool a human mind. It's gonna fool the average person. Oh, he's talking about the law, Constitution. Well, he mustn't be a visitor. Or maybe you had studied that, thinking that you could fool someone that knows nothing about this. You should have cleaned your ears, buddy. And maybe this shotgun wasn't going to clean you instead. Wait. You're not actually going to pull the trigger, are you? That's a criminal offense. No, stop. It's against the law. Wow, I got 2 achievements from that, though. Okay. Well, looks like I was wrong. Yo, you didn't see that happen, right, man? Like, he was acting suspicious. Okay. Okay. So it turns out I was wrong. Okay. Turns out I was wrong. But I mean, I know that maybe a bug should have came out of his ear so I could know that it was him, but I mean, come on. That was so suspicious. But I guess I messed up. Let's test you out, buddy. Show me your teeth. Teeth, huh? Fine, I'll show you. Ugh. What? Oh. My folks wanted me to wear braces when I was a kid, but I ditched the appointment. Got my ass whooped for it. But I ain't going to no dentist. No siree. Yeah. Damn. We might have to bring another person in. But look on the bright side, right? We did get 2 achievements, and it's almost as if it was almost as if the game was pushing us to pull that trigger against that specific NPC, because we got 2 achievements. It said show that pushy tenant was who's boss. Like, even the game is not judging us for this. But I will say it. I was wrong. And that's the first time I was wrong too. Man. I wonder if there's achievement to like just do everything perfectly. Well, mistakes were made, guys. I had just committed murder. Oh boy. I probably should have saved, right? Yeah. Oh well. Well, let's see what happens. Oh, wait! I forgot to order... Oh, man. I wanted to feed the cat. Oh, well. Well, let's see what happens. I'm back. Not really sure why the hell I bothered, though. If my brother hadn't been so gutless, maybe he would have kept his wife and his kids safe. Now who knows where the brat is. How you holding up? Same as always. I even told my brother, man up. Look out for your family. And what did he do? Folded like a total pussy. Now his family's either buried or I'm in fucking pieces. How do you think the world ended up in this whole mess to begin with? It's because of cowards like him. Saw a family not long ago. Stocky dad held it together. Even with the visitors screaming at the windows. They were screaming at the windows? Got his family out the back door, ran off into the woods. I put down the freaks, but they never came back. But they were done for. But days later, they found me. First one through the trees, his daughter, shotgun in the hand. What the hell? Eyes wild, but alive. That's what I respect. Nothing like my brother. If he died sooner, his family might have made it. Anyway, wait, what? Anyway, that's enough storyline. I'm testing you. Show me you're not one of them. All right, let me show you. Oh fuck! I might as well show him my ears. Ears? The fuck you mean ears? That's no goddamn visitor sign. You really think I'm gonna fall for that? Oh, are you serious? Really? Oh man, I guess I got one of the endings though. I probably should have showed him my armpits, right? The haze of the rage in the eyes of an armed man is more terrifying than any visitor. Ooh. You heard his shallow wheezing. bastard. He got me. How many more has he slaughtered? How many has he burned? Thought he'd drag it out since I didn't go down easy. He's gone quiet. Because scum like you, so many are dead. And people like you would never live in peace. What you think? No one would fight back? These minds damned by insanity. Now I've lost everything but you. I'll crush you. Uh-oh. I'll drive you deep into the ground. I'll drown everything in your blood. Every bastard with a weapon in their hands dies today. Jesus. Revenge written on the bullet. Jesus. Oh man, that sucked. I was so close too. Well, I mean, we did live. We did live, right? Oh man, I probably should have saved. Well, you know what? I do want to see what would happen though if I do want to see if I could replicate this, like exactly what I did, just to see what would happen. Man, I really probably should have saved on that one, but there you have it. But yeah, but you know what? Before I do end this video, I'm gonna see if I could replicate this again, and I don't know, maybe I'll show it in another video, like, you know, trying to get the same exact person and everything on there, and I'm gonna try and see if I could replicate that, at least, just to see if I was right, you know. But yeah. that'll probably be it for this video right here. But I'm gonna see if I could upload probably another one with me just like speed running it, and to see if I could get it back to the way it was. But we'll see. But yeah, that is no, I am not a human. I mean, I made it, but I didn't know if that other guy was a visitor or not. That's the only issue. But yeah, this was a really good game though. This was like a really good psychological horror. A lot of paranoia and whatnot. But yeah. But okay, so I was trying to speed run it a little bit on there just to see if, you know, things would actually be the same. So it looks like after you beat it the first time, things do change. So it looks like it is different. So it's definitely not the same people that were you know, visitors. So I'm guessing like maybe it'll become something different. Like I guess it's like a specific type of rotation. But other than that, yeah, this was probably going to take a lot longer than I thought. So I'm guessing like maybe the next time I do play it to try and get some other endings, I'll see, you know, I'll eventually probably reach the ending that I was like, that I think I was going to get. But yeah, so far that's my ending right there. I mean, I did make it out alive, and I did get revenge on just about everybody, I guess. Guess that's my ending. But you know what? I think that if that guy didn't shoot me, I think I would have made it. I think I honestly would have gotten I guess like the true ending maybe, or one of the other endings. Yeah, I think I would have gotten that. Because I don't think that guy was a visitor. But I guess we'll never know. But hey, maybe you guys could try it out, and maybe you guys can make it all the way to another ending for your first playthrough. But other than that, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm pretty satisfied with this ending of mine for the first playthrough, because I think I was doing pretty good, except for, you know, minus the one murder that happened. I really could have sworn he was a visitor, but other than that, it is what it is. But yeah, it was a great game. Great game. I am definitely curious about, like, you know, the other stuff that's like the other endings and more of the lore and stuff like that. And it does look like there's like more characters to test out and all that stuff too. So yeah. But yeah, that'll be it for me today. I'm out of here, guys. Catch you later.